end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
McSorley sets to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, LA.
Cam Akers. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14. Rams.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is McSorley. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick.
And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
For the extra point.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Texans 14.
To throw is Watson. Screenplay, Johnson.
Watson's pass.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
39-yard line.
Third and long. It's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. McSorley from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll run here with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Escaping the pressure right. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now McSorley. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams.
Tyler Higbee. Touchdown.
Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off of play action, it's McSorley. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else he did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
3rd and 3.
We got 3. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
Watson on 3rd down. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Watson on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 15. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Rams.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On first down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Watson off play action. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Called that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Watson escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's McSorley to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going up top for Kupp. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken in at the 22. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last.
And now here is another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Akers, he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
McSorley sets to pass. Flush to his right. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Rams.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good pickup there, 7 yards. And it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to run with Akers. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down.
A 22-yard attempt.
McCrane's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
31.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away to his... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
On for the point after.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Watson. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On first down, Akers. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A gain of a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Going right back to Akers.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Makes the score.
And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
41-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here we go.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.